Hey guys, welcome back to Boardwatch. I'm Brian.
Lisa.
And just that.
All right, we are back for season 3, episode 3 of Dark. It's been a little bit since we last recorded because someone's schedule sucks.
Justin. Actually, you're to my left and
but it has given us some time to rewatch the episode. I watched the both episodes again with Jessica.
Yeah, I watched them both again too.
Any new thoughts since our last discussion? Because our episode 2 discussion was pretty short. I think it was only like 10, 11 minutes that we talked.
Yeah.
The episode. Maybe we were just like too fried. One thought that I did have since then is that maybe the child that Hannah has in the second universe is that one dude that's just going around killing everyone, like the older, younger...
The cleft lip.
Yeah, the cleft lip dude that all 3 versions of him are just going around killing people in both universes. So maybe that is Hannah's kid? Like, Hannah Universe 2.
Yeah, Hannah 2.0.
Yeah.
That is a very interesting theory that you have. I'm going to share my... I don't want to share my screen with you guys. Never mind.
I like the way that you said that. That is a very interesting theory.
It is a very interesting theory.
About to
I do want to make sure that you guys can see what I'm showing. Darn. Because if I switch, you guys aren't going to see it. Let me put the thing back on to where it does the...
Okay.
Okay. Does that work? Kind of. Oh, no, that messes everything up. I lied.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
I see what you
I see what it did, yeah. But, darn it.
It's fine. I can always add the picture in post.
Yeah, well, I can jump to it. It's just you guys can't see what I'm seeing right now. That's the hard part.
You can describe it.
Explain it.
If it's the family tree,
it's,
you can just explain it.
I'll explain it. So I'll cut to it real quick for the sake of this. So I was rewatching, and I paused on the marble floor, and let's just say I found out a lot of stuff.
Stuff in the B universe, I believe, yeah. A lot of the stuff in the A universe, we mostly already knew.
So I will say, when I paused, I didn't actually take a screenshot of both sides of the universes, so I don't technically know if there are differences. That probably would have been a good idea to do. From an initial glance, they looked the same. They might not be. But in the universe on the left, which is the side that I think Jonas is standing on, yeah.
Yeah, Universe A.
Yeah, so in that one, Egon and Hannah produced Celia. Celia being the girl from 2052, who is Elizabeth's interpreter.
Okay.
Egon
and Hannah?
Yep, wait. Egon and Hannah.
Okay.
So when Hannah goes back, she stays and she makes a baby. Yep.
What?
Yeah. Celia and Bartosz produce Agnes Nielsen and Hanno Tauber. I don't know how they want to pronounce it. Hanno is also the same person who, together with Elizabeth, produces Charlotte.
Wait, someone else produces Charlotte?
That's Noah.
It's Noah, but his real name is Hanno.
Hanno is... Okay.
Noah. His name is Hanno?
Okay.
Yep. So, by that, Tronta is his own great-grandfather.
Hey, man. Hey, we've seen weird... as soon as they allowed Elizabeth and Charlotte to be their own grandparents, basically everybody is their own ancestor.
Of course.
Because Jonas and Marta 2.0 are basically...
It makes sense why this town is so jacked up. They're all
Yeah. At least those 4 families.
Yeah. So that I found very interesting. Also, I was looking at... Oh, well, here's another picture of the tree wall.
I did notice on the right side, it did show Ulrich and Hannah actually being together. Like it actually has a line connecting them on the right side of the family tree.
Gotcha.
I didn't slow it down enough and
yeah. No, you're good. I'm looking at it now.
It is, but
And all the boxes are like in the same spot, but yeah, some of the lines do change. I can see that now. But initially, like I said, I just snapped a picture of the one side because the initial glance, I was like, oh, all the boxes are in the same place, but there are some different lines. But yeah, I'll have to go back and pause on the other side and see what I see on the other side now that I know that they're different.
Universe B, kind of important.
So also, the photo wall in Adam's 1921 Sic Mundus. Yeah. So, answer me this. Why are all of the pictures for, like, Charlotte, Katerina, why are they all a nice, like, colored picture, yet Peter's is black and white? I mean, I get people could have black and white colored, or black and white pictures then, but is that weird? Does that mean it's from a different timeline? Or, like, a different time?
That was theorized before Season 3 dropped. There were people that not only looked at Adam's family tree, but also looked at the schematics in Universe A and found that little Pokeball time traveler in Adam's.
It is, yeah, it's there.
So you can actually see, how the time machine has kind of progressed. Mm-hmm. So Adam has all that information. Time machine, family trees. Mm-hmm. And people were noticing that Peter Doppler was gray instead of a picture. And it kind of makes sense because in Season 1 or 2, they're all blending together. Peter Doppler did say, even though Helga is his dad, mm-hmm. Helga had that cabin in Vinden, mm-hmm. and probably was living there. I don't know, but Peter Doppler didn't move to Vinden until 87 or 88, until after his accident. Because mm-hmm. Egon Tiedemann was asking him about the accident. He's like, "Oh, what happened?" And he's like, "Well, I wasn't here yet,
Yeah,
I didn't move to Vinden yet." So there was a couple people that moved to Vinden in the 80s. Mm-hmm. Peter Doppler and Boris Newald, who ended up becoming Alexander Tiedemann.
Yep.
So they are very likely travelers as well.
Yeah.
Whether they knew it or not, like, maybe they just got displaced. Like, I don't know whether they knew they were travelers and they were just brought to that time as a child. Which, Elizabeth's interpreter in 2052 might not even know that she's a time traveler. Like, she might have just been dropped off after the apocalypse. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I was looking, now that we've seen Gustav Townhouse, the blind old man, he actually kind of looks like the gentleman in the very far right of the Sic Mundus Creatus S picture. So now we've identified him. In that picture, there's only a few other people that we haven't really identified yet, but I'm not sure who any of the rest of them are. There's a person who looks like Bartosz, and then there's obviously the person who looks like Francesca, who officially hasn't been addressed by her name as Francesca in the show. Only Magnus was in the, like, 19...
a middle-aged Marta, because we've only seen young Marta 2.0, and then old Marta 2.0.
Marta.
Yeah.
But we have not seen a middle-aged Marta.
One or two of these look like they could maybe be a Martha, but I don't know for sure. It's hard to tell. It's such an old, grainy picture. And then the only other weird thing that I noticed, or that I picked up on, because not only did I watch the episodes, I kind of went down a weird rabbit hole on Reddit where I didn't look at any Season 3 spoilers, but, like, some misconnections between Season 2 with this, that, and the other.
Right.
Also, on Adam's photo wall, there is one picture in the very center on the top right, who I have not seen yet. I don't know who that could be. It's the person next to Yassine and Eric, but on the top right, in the middle there. Yeah, so that's a...
Is it not Mads?
It doesn't look like Mads. It looks like they have, like, a mask on and, like, almost like a surgical hat. Like, they look like they're a surgeon. So I'm not sure. And it's like an old picture, so again, it's hard to tell. It's small. Okay, so that's all of the Season 3, Episode 1. I don't know if either of you caught this. Killian said that Eric was his brother, his missing brother.
Okay, so I I did mention, like, I did
Did you?
mention his hair.
Yeah.
Thinking that he might have been related somehow.
Yeah,
but-
because in the episode, it literally there's an announcement that says we request all students attend first period assembly, and Magnus goes, "That could be about your brother," and I was like, "Oh crap, I missed that." So yeah,
I did
apparently,
not catch that.
yeah, in this world,
So there is relation.
yeah. So Eric and Killian are related in this alternate universe, and I found that very interesting.
There is
So he had
I wonder
another
if there.
kid in this one.
What was that, Justin?
So he had another kid in this one.
Well, there could be
Maybe.
a Killian in Universe A. He just never had a chance to get with Marta because Jonas exists.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I mean, we never saw him. So
We
Yeah,
never saw him, but
doesn't mean he doesn't
seeing
exist.
him a lot more now.
Yeah.
that's true. He could actually still be there. He just doesn't know them. Or doesn't speak to them, at least.
Yeah. And then the only other thing that you guys spoke on this, but after going back and rewatching it, I just cannot wrap my head around it. How does Stranger Jonas in 1988 or 1888 not know that Martha
That's what
is
I said.
dead?
Well, so there's a few different things that could happen. There could be a third dimension, like a third universe where there is a Stranger Jonas that goes through one thing. But that's why I was asking last time, who actually ends up becoming Adam? The Jonas that goes to the second universe, or the Jonas that becomes Stranger Jonas that didn't know anything about the other universe? Because in episode 2, he even said, "I never went to another universe." So he either loses his memory, or there is just a completely different Stranger Jonas.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking too.
From like a third dimension.
Yeah, because logically, what we know is Jonas grows up to be Stranger Jonas, because Stranger Jonas says, "I've experienced everything you've experienced," and same with Adam to Jonas. So, in that logic, Stranger Jonas was there as Jonas when Martha got shot, and he was there at the house when he initiated the time jump with Magnus, Francesca, and Bartosz as Stranger Jonas. So, like, my brain was just like, what? I'm so confused. How do you not know?
My guess is memory, because I that was my first thought immediately, because I was like, how does he not know who she is? Because he should. My guess is memory because of what you just said, because
does Adam remember? Does
that
he get his
Adam
back?
that Adam is Jonas, because he's experienced what Jonas has, and we know the stranger is also Jonas. So it's possible he's gonna like lose his memory somehow, which may be what resets him and
Maybe.
his like whole.
Causes him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, it just definitely didn't make sense. Because, the whole, even with, Bartosz was, telling the other Martha that Jonas said that Adam killed their Martha, which, that part didn't make sense to me either. Because, how does, hang on, let me read this really quick again. So Bartosz talked to Adam, I can't read. So how does Jonas tell Bartosz that Adam killed their Martha, but yet Stranger Jonas doesn't remember any of that? It was just, there's some weird disconnect to the episode. You remember that part?
Jonas knows that Martha died.
But when he first saw her, he was like, Martha! But then he realized it wasn't her, but I don't know, it just was weird the way they said, "I never traveled to your world," and acted like he didn't know things. I don't know, it's just weird. Anywho, I hope that gets cleared up, because I was very confused.
Every time they go through that black vortex thing, they're just going into a completely different universe, so...
Maybe, I don't know. It threw me for a loop. I literally spent the rest of the night, so confused, how could you not know this? You're this person! So...
memory wiping would be something weird to kind of add in this late in the game. When we've already established that there can be a second universe, I feel like the possibility of a third universe is a lot easier to
No one
That makes
says
sense.
memory wiping.
just a small case of
Lots
amnesia.
of things that could have happened to be amnesia, like, because I mean he's scarred up pretty bad. Adam is.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope that
Looks like almost burnt.
Yeah.
So who knows what may or may not have happened.
Yeah.
Or maybe Stranger Jonas is going to start losing more and more information as Jonas starts diverging more and more, and Stranger Jonas will just cease to exist.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Ready to watch?
Yeah,
Timey-wimey, wibbly
I am
wobbly.
indeed. A lot of timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly, I agree. All right, I'm turning back on.
I don't want to talk too much beforehand. So
all good. Sorry, I had such a mind-bending escapade that I couldn't wait to share all my knowledge with you guys. I've been sitting on this for a week.
So you got the screen up?
Yep. What? How does he have this?
Die Toten sind niemals ganz tot. Sie sind vielleicht nicht hier und jetzt. Aber alles, was gelebt hat, lebt auf ewig fort.
Sie fahren in die Stadt, um ein Telegramm aufzusetzen. Weil sie der Welt von uns erzählen wollen. Oder nicht?
Sie sind einer von ihnen. Ein Reisender.
Was wir wissen, ist ein Tropfen. Was wir nicht wissen, ein Ozean.
Ein Ich neben unzähligen anderen Ichs.
Countless other selves.
Wenn wir doch in Wirklichkeit alle nur Bruchteile eines unendlichen Ganzen sind. Du willst wissen, warum du hier bist. Um sie zu retten. Deine Welt und meine.
Die Kleidung und der Walkman stammt aus den 80ern. Und außerdem haben wir einen Ausweis bei der Leiche gefunden.
So this is a universe where people actually share information and actually know about time travel a lot quicker. Jessica mentioned how in the other universe it was Peter Doppler who cheated on Charlotte, and in this universe it's Charlotte who's cheating on Peter.
Sag ihm, wer da wirklich ist! Ich hab's euch immer gesagt! Jonas ist in allem schuld! Er ist es! Er ist Adam!
Du und ich. Schwarz und weiß. Licht und Schatten. Wir sind auf ewig aneinander gebunden. In diesem sich endlos wiederholenden Déjà-vu. Und du musst mich zu dem machen, was ich heute bin.
Ich muss. Ich will überhaupt gar nichts mehr müssen. Ich hab die Schnauze voll davon, immer irgendwas zu müssen!
Dann frag dich, was du willst.
Da war niemand. Und dann war da dieses Licht. Und dann ist dieser Körper runtergefallen.
Habt ihr was genommen?
Drugs.
Was?
Hat dieser Kilian euch was gegeben? Komm, was habt ihr genommen?
Was soll denn der Scheiß? Machst du jetzt einen auf besorgten Vater oder was?
Smelling her.
No. If you want to save Martha, you gotta kill your crazy mother, Jonas.
Es ist schön, dich zu sehen.
Hey man, maybe Charlotte is the Hannah of this universe and she's the cray cray one.
Maybe.
No. You just want that. That's not
Impossible.
what the same person does. Crazy crosses dimensions, realities, universes.
Ich habe viel Zeit dafür gebraucht, das zu verstehen. Dass du deine Vergangenheit nicht gehen lassen kannst. Dass du dich immer für sie, für deine Martha entscheiden wirst. Und so wie du deine Vergangenheit nicht loslassen kannst, habe ich mein Leben lang an meiner festgehalten.
Der Vater vom alten Tannhaus. Er hat versucht, jemanden von den Toten zurückzuholen. Seine Frau. Er hat fest daran geglaubt, dass die Möglichkeit, durch die Zeit zu reisen, die Erlösung der Welt bedeutet. Jeder Fehler kann verhindert werden, bevor er überhaupt entsteht. Aber es bringt keine Erlösung. Nur Verdammnis.
Das ist die letzte, die ich habe. Sie ist der einzige Weg für mich, um wieder zurückzukommen.
Du hättest ihm sagen können, auf welchen Weg du ihn schickst. Was sein Ende ist.
Er wird nie aufhören zu versuchen, diesen Kreislauf zu durchbrechen. Er wird nie verstehen, dass wir den Knoten erhalten müssen. Dass seine Martha sterben muss. Damit alle anderen leben.
Rua is quiet. Or calm.
Ich wusste es.
Was wusstest du?
Dass du nur mit mir zusammen bist, um deine Eltern zu provozieren. Du interessierst dich doch einen Dreck für mich oder Erik. Es ist besser, wenn du jetzt gehst.
Okay.
Okay.
She did not fight for that relationship at all.
No.
Ich will kein Geld.
I want you to destroy Ulrich Nielsen.
Ich will, dass du
Oh, Charlotte. Okay.
It's crazy bitch
Next.
everything on
Ich will, dass
everything.
ihr alles verliert. Alles.
Was machst du mit mir? Danke. Sie haben mir sehr geholfen.
Is that younger Peter?
Helge. Er ist bei der Polizei. Er hat ein Geständnis abgelegt.
People are a lot more honest in this universe.
Warum machst du sowas?
Woher hast du seine Sachen?
Was hast du mit Mats gemacht? Was hast du mit ihm gemacht?
Du lebst.
Was?
Du bist es gewesen. Hast du nicht gewesen?
Er ist es gewesen.
Lass mich.
Er war's.
Was redest du da?
Er war's.
Da, wo ich herkomme, haben du und ich die gleiche Vergangenheit.
Du hast sie doch nicht mehr alle.
Ich weiß, dass du dich gesehen hast. Gestern Nacht im Wald. Du hast es mir erzählt. Dein zukünftiges Ich.
Was? ist Martha?
Okay.
Du hast es ihm gegeben.
Yeah, frickin' Adam.
Ich war schon immer zu leichtgläubig.
Willkommen in der Zukunft.
Middle-aged Martha.
Yep.
Middle-aged Martha.
There's middle-aged
Also, so Martha B, young Martha B, working with Adam, gave them the thing to create the black particles back in the 1800s so that Stranger Jonas will be able to create that portal eventually. Otherwise, he would have probably not been able to do it. Also, old Martha B is working with Cleft Chin Guy, telling him to kill everybody so that Jonas still ends up doing his thing.
That was interesting. Kind of surprising I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
So, if you remember a while ago, I always wondered who we're watching a battle between.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I thought it might have been Claudia, but we're a step above. It's really Martha and Adam.
Right.
That's what it seems like, at least. That the end of the line is these two trying to outmaneuver each other.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Martha
sorry.
B seems to be trying to save everyone in her world, and Adam is just like, no, I want my Martha. I don't want you. I want my Martha.
Yeah.
Not my Martha. Hashtag not my Martha.
So in this alternate universe, Helge identifies Ulrich as the person. He's like, it was you, you're still alive. So I'm assuming Ulrich is still the person who did his eye, but why does Ulrich go back then? Because what drives Ulrich back in this universe? Because in the other universes, because he thought Helge killed the children.
Well,
Helga might just tell him about the cave.
Yeah, maybe.
Now, so he might stumble into the cave similar to how he stumbled into it before.
Yeah, maybe just this
He's
time it's...
investigating and then ending up where he is.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
So instead of Zeke Mundus, it said, let there be light.
Yeah.
So are they the light and Zeke Mundus is the darkness? So Zeke Mundus is, and thus the world is created, and then this one is let there be light. So they're both creation beginnings.
Yeah.
Obviously Adam and Eve. You know, all Genesis. So,
Well, it seems like her organization may be called the Light because she referenced that to Jonas. She said, she's the light or the shadow.
Right.
And so maybe it's indicating that's Martha's organization and Sigmundus is Adam's. And so whatever she's trying to do, she's clearly trying to stop Adam from trying to save Martha.
Yeah.
Now, what I found interesting was that tunnel actually did bring them to the 2050s. Because the previous tunnel was just the 50s, 80s, and 20-teens, as far as we knew.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have always like Justin could have been right all along, where if you go right, you just go to the future. If you go left, you just go to the past. But that it doesn't fit the triangle, you know.
Yeah, unless yeah,
like the circles and stuff like that, and yeah, maybe it's just the 80s, the 2020s, and the 2050s.
Well, maybe the triangle.
The
maybe the triangle doesn't mean, specific time periods. Maybe it's just present where you are, past, future.
Yeah, but it also had to be a time period where the tunnel actually existed. Like you can't go if you were in 1953 and you tried to go to the past, you couldn't because it didn't exist.
Right. But nonetheless, like, I think the triangle still works. Because I don't think it was necessarily connecting 3 different time periods.
Or it still is just 3 time periods, and it's just different in this universe.
Possible too, yeah.
Yeah, which is slightly weird because they made such a big thing about 33 and 3, and so if it's not 33 in the other one, what would it be? Yeah.
33 times 3.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, if she was in like the 2053, that would be 33 years, right? From
young Marta that has the Pokeball was in 2053, but I think that was in Universe A, where Adam is.
But
yes.
But they're in like the dystopian part. So if that's the dystopian part of Universe B, it's probably the same year.
It's just a freaking desert wasteland. It's not even.
Yeah. It's different.
Yeah.
Whatever happened there.
Like there are literally no survivors.
Yeah.
Literally no survivors in Martha's in the Universe B. So I can definitely understand Martha B's earnestness and just like, I've got to save these freaking people.
Yeah.
It's not just that the people don't exist, like the world is just poof, leveled.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Well, we got to sign off for
yes, we do have to sign off officially.
Yes. So thank you guys for watching. We're going to get right into episode 4 right after this. Auf Wiedersehen.